Hey guys, Chris here. I'm here with I don't know whether to introduce you as Hunter or Cleveland God.
The Cleveland God. Go with the Cleveland God.
Okay, we got the Cleveland God here with us, and we're just gonna go over Fanduel Week 1 very briefly. Well, I'm probably not briefly, but we're gonna go over it at the very least. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all we'll be doing, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let me make sure I got everything up. Everything's on the screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Okay, so let's go position by position because we could go game by game. That sounds pretty boring. Like I don't really like that approach because we're gonna go over a bunch of useless players. So let's just go over who do we pay up for a quarterback? Who, like if you had to pay up for somebody, who are you paying up for?
Two guys, Matt Ryan, number one, and little bit middle of the pack, Ryan Tannehill versus Washington. Terrible pass defense.
That's not fair because I was gonna pick Tannehill and Ryan too. I'm along the same lines just because I like Ryan at home.
Yeah, that's scary.
He's a beast, man. And then Philly's pass defense. Like, do they still have Bradley Fletcher out there? Like,
I'm pretty sure they pick some guys off the junior varsity squad.
they have to have some like bum ass players out there. And then Tannehill gets a really weak Washington defense. I don't like that he's on the road though. Like something kind of scares me about that. But I think he'll be all right. But
So
would you play Cam? Do you think Cam becomes a one-man team against Jacksonville?
I'm not playing Cam Newton. He's not worth 17 points to me. I don't think he's going to hit double. It'd be pretty tough to do.
You don't think a one-man teammate go 100 yards rushing touchdown?
I don't know, man. That's kind of a tough call. Like he could go anywhere from like 10 points to 20, 25 if he really went off.
Yeah. Who do you absolutely like? If someone said, "Hey, I'm paying up for this quarterback," you would just be repulsed. Like you would be, your response would be repulsive. Like who would it be?
Be a lot of guys on this list. Probably number one is I hate playing Russell Wilson in fantasy. That's just a personal.
Yeah, against St. Louis. Oh my God.
And so many people love playing Russell Wilson. I don't know. It seems like he hits value so often though. I don't know if it's just a personal thing at this point, but St. Louis has a pretty decent defense.
And they are on the road, so they got. I definitely don't like playing teams on. Well, I just don't like playing them on the road, but that's just something I do. But yeah, and then probably Drew Brees. I don't like that matchup against Arizona, especially since they don't have many targets. I mean, Jimmy Graham's gone.
Right, he's just got Cooks left. Basically.
He got Cooks, but if Cooks is on Patrick Peterson, I'm assuming that. Will Patrick Peterson be on Colston, or he'll probably be on Colston though, right?
I'm not exactly sure how they're going to run that. Let me see.
I think Cooks would go in the slot and just move around.
No matter what, Arizona's somewhat. I mean, they're middle of the pack versus wide receivers, so they're 17th against fantasy wide receivers. So.
I just don't like that matchup. Like someone told me I'm playing Drew Brees. I'm like, okay, why don't you just play Matt Ryan, who's 100 less?
Right.
Yeah. Manning against Baltimore. That's not really appealing to me either.
No, not really.
I don't know. What about your boy Eli? You playing him? Would you think about it?
I'd play Tony Romo over him. I think. I can't play Eli.
How's your name gonna be Eli Manningston and not do this?
He doesn't have Victor Cruz. He doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have a running game. He's just calling hike and throwing deep balls to Odell Beckham and hoping that he can make freakish catches.
That's true. Okay, so so I agree with Tannehill and Ryan as our best buck. I mean, would you play Aaron Rodgers, actually? Like, I didn't even touch on him. Would you play him?
No, I would not. Not with Cobb. He's still a toss-up. A lot of people are saying he's not going to play. And obviously with Jordy out, I'd rather take Eddie Lacy over Rodgers.
Who will he be throwing to, if they're both out? Like, what's that guy's name? Jeff Janis?
Davante Adams. Garbage.
Janis. Did you just call Davante Adams garbage?
They got a bunch of garbage. After Davante.
Are you gonna do my boy from Fresno State?
They got Ty Montgomery is after Davante Adams, and then they got Jeff Janis.
Just don't disrespect my boy, man. You hurt my feelings on live camera, man.
Ty Montgomery.
Yeah, Ty Montgomery is bad. I believe he was undrafted for a reason.
Yeah, and he might not even play. So, we're gonna have Jeff Janis and Adrian Coxon and Ricky Collins out there.
Yeah.
I'll take Eddie Lacy over.
Okay. So quarterback will go down here to like the more like value-y kind of guys in the middle of the pack. I think Bradford is probably my best bet here. What do you think?
I love Sam Bradford. I can't say anything bad against Sam Bradford. I think he's a top 10 NFL quarterback. I don't know about fantasy-wise. We haven't seen him play in so long.
You're going to call him a top 10? Oof.
I will put my name on the line right here and say that. Easy.
All right. I don't know if I'm going that far, but I would definitely play him and
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of situations where he could that's a very good 50-50 play, Sam Bradford.
Against the Falcons, man. The Falcons fucking suck.
That's something else. I remember they had Julio Jones playing safety at one point last year. It was so bad. He did get an interception for me on my fantasy team, so that was pretty cool.
That's embarrassing when you got to throw your number one receiver out there who's like paid. He just got paid a lot of money actually.
$70 million.
Yeah, fuck Des Bryant.
So obviously the bargain bin guys. I know who you're going with.
Yeah. Okay. So
everyone's going with it.
I think everybody is too. So I mean, obviously. Oh wait, would you play Kirk Cousins? Actually, let's talk about him real quick. 6K against Miami.
I think my stance is absolute yes. I'm going to play Kirk Cousins. In a GPP, I'm going to throw Kirk Cousins in somewhere. I love Kirk Cousins and Deshaun Jackson stack.
Your boy Kirk.
Yeah. He's undervalued right now. So I think he could get 15 points. I think that would be pretty respectable.
Yeah, I definitely think he can do that. And he throws the ball. They trust him too. They let him fling out of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he could go out there and throw 300 yards, but it's basically all going to go to. I mean, he's basically just going to target Deshaun Jackson. That's really all he's ever thrown to when he's played there.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's just talk about the guy that we're obviously going to go with. And it seems like he's getting more and more popular the more I fucking go on Twitter, and it pisses me off because I was on this guy before everybody else was.
Yeah, you're talking about the TT Tim Tebow.
TT. Who is that?
Tim Tebow.
Tyrod. Okay. So first of all, he's at home, all right. He's gonna have some hometown love, okay. He's gonna go in there confidently. On top of that, Indianapolis, like I'm pretty sure Ben Roethlisberger threw like 20,000 touchdowns on him that one game. Well, that just gives me an idea of how bad their defense can be, and he got the dual threat potential. Get you rush yards. He can throw it. He gets a decent receiving core. I mean, the only Indianapolis corner I got to worry about is Vontae, but they still got Robert Woods, chilling there. Who else do they got? They got a couple more, don't they?
It's basically if you're gonna play him, you're probably gonna get anywhere from 10. Like there's almost no way he can't hit value. Like if he didn't hit 10 points, that would be almost incredible with his running and throwing potential.
This matchup is just too good for me, guys, and I've been talking about him forever, so you don't really need to know where I'm at with this guy. Are you playing him week 1? Is this your boy?
In my slam, my GPP millionaire, yeah, I'm playing him. But in my 1 p.m. only, I am going with Tannehill just because it's a little bit scarce, some of the talent.
Okay, fair enough.
But I think if you're not playing Tyrod Taylor, you're pretty much making a mistake in those situations.
He just opens up your whole roster for you. Real quick, when you make your roster, do you get your kicker and defense out the way first so you can get all your salary in? Like, do you do that, or is that just me? Not
really. Not usually. The only time I'll take my defense out of the way is I'll look whoever Jacksonville is playing, and if they're somewhat decent, I'm gonna play them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jacksonville gave up. Let me see. They gave up 13 points per game last year to fantasy defenses. So that's terrible. Like that's terrible.
That's terrible.
It's
Was Oakland worse?
No, that was the worst. They gave up 9.75 points, and Washington gave up 12, so they were second. And then St. Louis was 11.5, but that's without Sam Bradford. I mean, who they had some dude bagging groceries throwing the ball, and it wasn't Kurt Warner.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So I'm not gonna add people. I'm not gonna add people in because I might reveal my lineup. So I don't want to do that, especially for the people that have paid me. So we're just gonna talk about the play. So Tyrod Taylor, probably our number one dude.
Yeah, that's
Tannehill and Ryan are probably our upper tier guys. So that's quarterback. Let's go right into running back. Oh my God! At one point, somebody was winning $750 with my lineup.
With which one? The college football?
The college football one.
The one that's how many is it? The one that's at it's not that one that I entered.
Yeah, it is. I guess it was just at one point. I guess so. I don't know what he's talking. I don't know, man. He's probably just trying to get my hopes up. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. Hey, running back. I always, with running back for me, this is my priority. I always try to get consistent, good points at running back. So like, I'm always looking for 100 yards, a touchdown, with all my running backs. Or more obviously. I mean, but that's like my baseline that I want. So, upper tier backs. I'm looking at Peterson, Hill, Forte. Fuck Lynch. I'm looking at Murray, Lacey, and those are about it. The ones I'm looking at upper tier. Who are you looking at?
That's everyone I have basically, except I'm not really looking at Jeremy Hill just because of the split backfield. It creates so many problems for him. He doesn't get the goal line touches. If he gets the ball into the red zone, he's probably not going to get the touchdowns. Okay. So that's a huge problem. That's just a problem for me. He's just too much. He's at 18-6. I'll wait a couple weeks to see if he's worth it.
If he was the number one back, would you play him? No Giovanni.
Yeah,
I think I would too.
He'd have to be priced more. He'd probably be priced 9,000. He'd still be worth it. I mean, it'd be like playing Le'Veon Bell. Basically. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you're getting, point wise.
Okay, so I love my number one back is Lacey just because I think they're going to rely on him to run a lot more now. So he's my number one, and he's playing Chicago. I mean, come on. And then my number two is Murray because Murray gets Atlanta in the dome. I feel like that's going to be a great opportunity for him. You can also catch the ball out of the outfield, get those screens with Philly. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is like how you said the running back situation. Yeah, but Ryan Matthews from Fresno State, so he's a bitch. So definitely. Adams option. And Derek Carr.
I think DeMarco Murray's a decent 50-50 play, but I really don't think that he can do more than double value. Like if 20 points has got to be his max, I would think. I don't think he'll hit 20 points.
Yeah, you know how happy I'd be with 20 points? Man, I'll be happy. I think he's going 120, a touchdown, and some receptions. I think that's what he's getting.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into it yet. I got to see how it goes.
I'm cashing in. Yeah, Forte is actually a little more expensive than I thought he'd be. But if Forte, I mean, they'd probably rely on him a lot more since Marshall's gone, right?
Right, and the Packers defense is the 18th worst for fantasy running back, so he actually has the best matchup of all the top tier backs, except maybe Adrian Peterson versus San Francisco, because who knows what's going on in San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, Forte's interesting. AP, man, AP is like probably the best. It's probably your safest bet, I think. AP.
I don't know if I call it. He's such an unknown. He's still an unknown, so I don't think that he's not quite a 50-50 play. I wouldn't play him in a 50-50. I don't think I would take that chance yet.
Okay.
But I would definitely play him in a GPP. I'm going to throw him in my million just because, he could come out there and he could just be pissed off and go for 30 points, or he could just do what he did like 4 years ago and go for 3 yards against San Francisco.
Okay. I really don't differentiate my double up in my GBP. I just play who I like, and Actually, I actually get a lot of shit for that because they'll be like, "What the fuck? You're fucking stupid." I'm like, "Hey, man, calm. We all look at it different, man." So I personally just think he's a good play, so I'd play him regardless. It's just, do I think he's a better play than Murray or Lacey, which are the ones I love? I don't think so. So that's how I feel. Let's keep on. Let's look at some value backs. LaShawn McCoy's out. Who comes in? Is it
I'm not touching Buffalo's running back situation. I have Tyrod Taylor. I'm good. I don't care what else is going on there.
Fred Jackson got he got released, didn't he?
I guarantee you he still has like 100 or 150 people own him in the Millionaire. I guarantee it.
Because people won't know the difference.
They're fucking dumb. It's like, oh, LaShawn's out. Whoa, we need a backup. Oh, Fred Jackson.
Well, would it be Bryce Brown who plays?
It might be Anthony Dixon, Bryce Brown. It's
I forgot about Anthony Dixon.
It's
I bet you for sure he'll get a touchdown just because he always vultures one.
it's just still unsure. That's the problem.
Okay, fair enough. Let's keep looking down the line here.
I got for some of the guys I'm going for at least in 50-50s for 4 p.m. games are Doug Martin for sure, 6,900. Versus Tennessee. And that's the second worst rushing defense versus fantasy backs. He's averaging 6 yards a carry in the preseason. Does he look like good? He looks good. He looks like old muscle hamster.
Oh man, I haven't been paying attention to him. I might fucking play him, man. I don't know.
6 yards a carry, dude. I mean, it is vanilla defense, but still, if he gets with Jameis Winston,
I like vanilla, man. I don't know.
There's so many ways it could go well.
Yeah,
especially against Tennessee. It's not like their defense is anything good. It's a bunch of two.
He sounds like a really, really nice value play. So let's put him at the top of our value plays.
Yeah, I would definitely put him at the top. And I think Ellington as a mid-tier play he's 7,900. So
Ellington against
New Orleans.
He doesn't get injured, man.
Yeah, well, it's only one. We only have it for 1 week, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay, keep it going. Sorry.
New Orleans is the 4th worst first running backs fantasy wise. So it's a decent matchup. Yeah, they're 4th worst.
Yo, I did not know
that's 4th most. So that's just at 4 p.m. only, and the 4 p.m. only. If you look at the games, you can see the games up there. Running back wise, the matchups are pretty terrible. I mean,
yeah, I like Lamar Miller a little bit against Washington.
Yeah, one. It's not bad. I still don't know what I'm gonna get with him.
Yeah,
definitely like a good GPP play.
Man, what the fuck? Man? Where's AJ Ouellette? Where the hell is he?
Nowhere to be found. They put it up.
I'm so mad. They're not even giving him the ball. They're like, "Hey, Michael Vick's little brother, go act like your older brother." Shit. Man, fuck. I'm mad at Ouellette right now. What was I gonna? I'm gonna get off that. But man, I do not trust Latavius Murray against Cincy. I just got a bad feeling. Jonathan Stewart though against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm playing him.
Yeah, against Jacksonville. Okay, so you got that going for you. Right. Calvin Benjamin's out. They probably rely on the run game a little more because I don't think they want to rely on Jericho Cotchery. I definitely don't. So
Jacksonville's bad at everything. I mean, their defense versus everything in fantasy is terrible. So I mean, they're like top 5 worst in every category.
Yeah, so he's at the top. So him and Martin are definitely guys you can plug in with upper tier back. Mm-hmm. Anyways, is there anyone?
There's nothing cheaper that I could find.
Jennings maybe. And then Darren McFadden is getting the start, so he's interesting.
Yeah, he's still sharing with Randall. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah, I'm not touching that shit either.
It's just, I don't know. I'd rather save my money because you could save so much money at quarterback. And for 300 more, you could get a starter versus a terrible defense with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, true. You can do that. All right. So we got that down. Then we got our value plays, we got our expensive plays, and we got our mid-tier plays. So that's all we really need to say about that. Is there anyone else we're missing, like Bishop Sankey? I mean, is he really anybody we should keep an eye on?
Tampa Bay's terrible versus the run too, but he doesn't really have that much. He doesn't have too much value in anything. He's not going to go off for 20 points So he doesn't really have like at best he could go off for maybe 15, but that's not even 3 times his value. It's
Okay.
about 12 points, which he could totally hit 12 points. But I think that he'll most likely hit 7. That's probably where I have him about like 70 yards rushing.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we're off this one then. Let's go to the wide receiver core. The funnest part. Okay, so right off the top of your head, who's the number one receiver?
Number 1, Odell, for sure. I think
damn.
Odell and Julio would be tied. I would give it to Julio, but Victor Cruz is not looking good to play.
Yeah. Okay, Julio's my number one just because we got the dome factor, we got the Philly factor, and we got
Matty Ice at home.
we got Matty Ice at home. We got Julio against such a trash ass secondary. I think he has 2 touchdown potential. Man, I don't know. I think he's gonna eat these guys. And then Roddy White, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still kicking it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck. Is it Harry Douglas? Is that the one who left?
I'm not sure who left. He's still a huge play. It's a huge good play.
Yeah, it is, and I was just trying to add on to it. But yeah, I'm all for Julio. I like Odell Beckham Jr. I just can't fit him into my lineup. I'd have to do some drastic changes to my running backs, and I do not want to do that. But I might now that you told me about Doug Martin. I kind of like that.
Yeah, Doug Martin's a pretty sneaky play.
Yeah, I'm not gonna doubt it. But I like that play. But Julio Jones, Odell, they're kind of tied. We think more than the others, so we'll just keep those guys at the top, and we can probably add more guys to the top. Who else are you targeting?
I'm targeting Demaryius Thomas versus Baltimore if I could afford him, which I can in only my 4:00 only games. I love him versus Baltimore. Baltimore's defense, fantasy defense versus wide receivers is actually quite terrible. So that's one reason. That's one reason why I'm targeting him. Surprisingly, it's quite bad. It's 5th worst versus wide receivers. They give up 26 points a game. So that's one, and then obviously Dez. Like the top 5 receivers are so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're really good.
What would have been the top 5?
Jordy's like, fuck, man. Yeah. Calvin Johnson, he's 8.5K is definitely not Calvin Johnson range. Like he's usually a lot more expensive.
Yeah,
not a lot more. He's always 9K. What do you think?
The emergence of Tate.
Golden Tate.
That's scary.
What if you found out that Jason Verrett was covering Calvin Johnson all game? No matter what.
It's just I don't know how it's gonna fly there, like how the ball's gonna fly. Like if it's gonna be a split or if it's just gonna be Megatron being Megatron and he's 8,500, why the fuck wouldn't you play him? It's like if this was go on.
Can you say? No, you got it.
Like if this was last year and he was 8,500, or 2 years ago and he's 8,500, like it's a must play. So there's always that factor there that he could just go crazy.
If he was playing Jason Verrett, do you know the height difference between those two?
Megatron's got height difference on basically everyone.
Yeah, but the height difference on him would be like ridiculous. But my second receiver who I really like is AJ Cash Money Green. This is my fucking boy right here. Against Oakland, he's most likely going to be on DJ Trash Hayden, who it was a first-round pick, who is still not good. AJ Green's going to eat him alive. Still, Andy Dalton's number one target. I see 100 yards and a touchdown, which is all I really want out of him. What are you thinking? What do you think about my boy?
I couldn't fit him into any of my lineups, but I think that's a pretty fair. I think 19 from I think he'll hit value. He'll most likely hit value.
Yeah, I can't say.
At worst, he'll get 13 points without a touchdown.
Yeah, and man, he gets targeted a lot, so I like his chances for at least 8 to 10 receptions, especially against Oakland. Man, they're bad. I have to watch all their games because I'm in California, but they're fucking bad. Anyways, moving on. Lower tier receivers. Let's just get the obvious out of the way. Davante Adams is probably going to be 5,000% owned. What do you think about Adams?
I think if you're not playing him, you're making a mistake at this point too, and basically everything. And him and Tyrod Taylor are just too good.
they
if
open up your roster like crazy, and they're still gonna give you quality points. That's the thing.
right, he's a number one receiver right now. If Cobb doesn't go, which a lot of people are saying he's not going to go. He won't be able to play week 2 either. So who knows?
Even if Cobb does go, he's still like a ridiculously good play. Like,
Yeah.
Being a number 2 receiver in that Packer system is just so beneficial.
Right, and he'll still have to assume some of Cobb's responsibilities, I'm sure, with that shoulder. Just so that's a big injury to re-aggravate.
Oh, my boy Desmond Epps with 2 back-to-back 1-yard catches.
1 yard, nice for killing it.
Yeah, but I like the point per reception. Get a nice little. That's nice. The fuck was I doing?
Boys.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, wide receiver. It's obviously Adams that you got to go with as your value. Let's keep on looking.
Middle tier. I know you don't like it, but I'm playing Jeremy Maclin.
Oh, Maclin. Yeah, I just fucking hate Alex Smith. He might do something, but I'll have to see it to believe it first, and then I'll do it. I don't blame you if you play him. Like, I just have to see it to believe it first. I liked Jordan Matthews, but if I know what Matthews is on Trufant, then I don't like that as much. But I don't know if he's working the slot because I know Riley Cooper is on the outside, so I don't know where Matthews is at. Is he working the slot? Is he flanking? What is he doing?
I'm not sure what they're even gonna pull out week 1. Honestly,
yeah. But I mean,
they're gonna do.
He's obviously their best young player. Well, let me take that back. Their best young receiver. Yeah. Damn, dude, fucking Epps is just fucking eating right now. Holy shit. But if I know. Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
You better score a touchdown.
Oh man, I'm off the cash by like barely. Oh no, I'm off by 4 points now. No.
Man, fuck college football.
I'm still gonna play tomorrow. It's gonna suck me in. Yeah, Jordan Matthews, I definitely like that.
I like Jarvis Landry too for Miami versus Washington.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
For 100 more, I'll take that over Matthews all day. But it's he's gonna get. He's probably gonna get at worst 11 points just on 80 yards receiving.
Yeah, I'm on that bandwagon too. I'm not playing him, but I mean, I understand it though. I definitely have him on my list now.
He's a crazy good 50-50 for all y'all out there.
Is Mike Wallace season number 1 now?
I think he is out there. Him and fuck.
Can't think of the name.
No.
Okay.
What's up?
I can't think of it either. I do like as a super cheap play for Miami. I like Greg Jennings. I don't know if he's playing, but I think he's number 2, isn't he? I thought he was number 2 on the depth chart.
Who's that? Greg Jennings?
Greg Jennings at 4.9K. Like, that's ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, and that's a terrible Washington pass defense. So bad.
So he might get involved, Maybe I think Kenny Stills might get a long bomb though. That's all he did last year.
I'm not touching the other Miami wide receivers unless I'm in a GPP for sure. Like, I'm not even playing Jarvis in a GPP. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do yet, but I am going to stack Jarvis and Tannehill a lot of 50-50s.
Do you like Evans at all?
Not at 8,300. Not with Jameis Winston.
I played him this week when he had those 36 points against fucking Washington. This guy's a fucking monster.
Yeah, but I mean, he could definitely go out there and do that again, but it's still uncertain what Jameis Winston's going to do.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm not playing Mike Evans, but I have respect for him because he pretty much led my fantasy team into the fucking playoffs. So, and he was a waiver wire steal too. But yeah, I mean, that's along the lines of what I'm thinking for receiver. I can't really find anyone else I like.
I like Cooks for New Orleans too.
How's Kendall Wright been doing?
He's not a play. Not really. He's not really a play. He's just too inconsistent. He's so inconsistent. It's like taking Bishop Sankey, he might hit value, or he might get 1 point for you every week, like he did on my fantasy team for half the year last year.
I see what you're saying.
Fuck you, Kendall Wright.
I see you have ill feelings towards him. Okay, so wide receiver, that's pretty much what we think. Very brief, but to the point. Tight end. You paying up for Jimmy Graham?
Hell no.
I'm on the same boat. I'm not paying up for his trash ass.
Not at 7,000.
I'm not calling him trash. That was too far. But who I am paying up, what about this guy, Greg Olson, at 5.9K, who suddenly is going to be the most targeted receiver on that team against Jacksonville? I mean, what is there not to like about that?
If you're not playing Greg Olson, you're doing something wrong.
There's like 3 players that kind of fit that mold. It's like
Adams, Taylor, and Olson. If you're not playing them, you're definitely doing something wrong, in my opinion, for the most part. Maybe you could fit like Tyler Eifert in there. Maybe you could fit Owen Daniels in there, maybe. Not against Baltimore.
I like Zach Ertz if I know he's playing. He's a star in the making.
But for 6,000, I mean.
Yeah, I think Olsen, like, if you just want something just to the point, gonna get you some really nice points. Don't have to really worry about it. Olsen's probably your guy.
Do not play Travis Kelce. That's the one thing I'll say about tight ends. Not this week. Not yet. Wait. Give it 3 weeks before you even look at him.
Yeah, I like. I played him a lot last year.
I played him a lot last year. He was so cheap, but he's a little overpriced. You got Maclin. You know, he's not going to get all the touchdowns now.
So a tight end, yeah, I like that. I also like Kyle Rudolph. I also like, who's the other motherfucker that was on my fucking list? You already said Eifert.
Right.
Hurts. Probably, I think it was just Rudolph. I think that was all it was really. Yeah, I liked Rudolph. I'll probably play him in another game, but yeah. You look how cheap Vernon Davis is now.
Trash.
He didn't do shit last year.
He's not going to do shit this year.
How the hell did he only have 245 yards and 1 touchdown?
He did have 1 carry, though. That's pretty impressive as a tight end.
That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. I don't know. Tight end, yeah. There's Jordan Cameron. Forgot about him.
Yeah, my boy Jordan Cameron.
Yeah, hey, I liked him on the Browns. Like, I always used to talk him up. Like, I'm fucking drafting Jordan Cameron this year. I'm like, who the hell is that? I guess my fucking boy. That's who. I used to defend Josh Gordon to my fucking deathbed, man. I honestly thought like he was like one of the top receivers in the NFL after that season he had with Brandon Weeden.
Oh my God, with Brandon Weeden.
Yeah, that crazy ass season where he had like those back-to-back 200-yard games. I was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking an actual Cleveland god. I was like,
in like 13 games.
In 13 games, led the league in receiving with Brandon Weeden on the Browns when you got no motivation to do anything. Like, come on.
Now, if you step on the same field as Josh Gordon, you automatically failed drug test. That state. He has not passed a drug test since like the 7th grade. He's failed 1 drug test per calendar year since the 7th grade.
I wish he knew how talented he was, so he could just stop this nonsense.
There's something wrong at that point.
Oh man! All right, I'm too busy reminiscing over fucking Josh Gordon.
Play Dwayne Bowe, guys. No, I'm just kidding. He's terrible, but he will catch. Bold prediction: he will catch two whole touchdowns this year. Not one, but 2.
Kicker. I'm looking at Cairo Santos. No, I'm really not. I just like I like his name. Who are you looking at? Kicker. I always just grab a cheap ass kicker, but who you grabbing?
There's a whole bunch of good ones here: Mason Crosby, Matt Bryant, Cody Parkey, Dan Bailey, Robbie Gould is fine, even though he only had 5 points per game last year. Don't look at that. I said Mason Crosby. But I'm running in a lot of my leagues to free up a lot of room. Brandon McManus, the most inaccurate kicker I've ever seen from Denver. He beat out Connor Barth in their kicking battle this year. He's 4,500 because they didn't think he'd make the team.
He is in Denver though, so he got that 60-yard advantage if he gets to that point.
Right, and his points per game is a little deceptive because he was just doing kickoff duty last year after he lost his job, and then every once in a while he'd get an extra point attempt. So it would just destroy his points per game. But he's a pretty solid play. Like there's no reason he should get 9 to 10 points.
I like Nugent just because I have enough for him, and I mean, I just play him against Oakland. I like that. I like Crosby though. I mean, kickers are kickers. Sometimes, kickers come in clutch, though, man. They will get you like 20 fucking points. Sturgis, I kind of liked him. But then I looked at his game log, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, Washington, I mean, probably not too many field goals going around there. It's probably just going to be they should put up 21, 28 points. The game should be over by the third quarter.
Yeah, so I'm along the same line. I could probably play McManus if I really wanted to fucking play him.
Right, that's just a really cheap play.
I like Bailey. I like Bailey. I don't know. I felt like he always put up some good points
in the dome.
Maybe I'm deceived. Never mind. No, he didn't. I'm deceived.
But he is versus New York and or versus the Giants, and they have some shootouts versus Dallas. It's usually some real good games, real high scoring. So I think anyone, either of the kickers on those teams are great plays. I think anyone in the Bears game is a pretty good play. Falcons and Eagles.
I like Cairo, great play. Actually. I'm just looking at him.
You're killing me.
It's my boy Cairo.
My boy Greg the Leg. I draft him every year.
Is this the guy who routinely hits 50-yarders?
Yeah, he hit 3 60-yarders in college in the same half.
That's fucking tight.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go Mike Nugent. I really don't got much else to say after that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many good options here.
Yeah, I'll just go Nugent. Just call it a day. Defense. Let's briefly go over this one. Who do you like?
If you're not playing the Seattle, excuse me. If you play the Seattle Seahawks, I hate you, and you deserve to lose all your money. If you're not playing the Carolina Panthers versus Jacksonville, you're doing something wrong.
Oh, well, I guess I'm doing something wrong, and how dare you call me out on here like this?
I had to. With this.
Oh, man. Okay, this is going to hurt his feelings, but I'm going to have to say it anyways. I'm starting the Jets against the fucking trash-ass Browns. I got no – it's Josh Allen in New York. Come on, just 20 sacks, 2 interceptions.
The Browns have a great offensive line. I don't know about 20 sacks.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the Browns have a really good offensive line. Shout out to my boy Joe Thomas.
Yeah, dude, he's
Is Alex Mack still in the middle?
Yeah.
Alex Mack on those hoes. That's what you guys got to call him. I like him. I'm going Jets defense. I don't really. Who would be like if someone played a defense, you'd just be so confused as to why they played him. Who would that defense be?
No, it usually is the Seahawks defense, but they don't have a terrible matchup this week. There's a couple bad ones, but
I would say Raiders defense. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think anyone's gonna play that though. Realistically, not many people. I guess maybe because it's 4,000. There's not.
There might be some Raider diehards out there that are like, you know what? I believe in them this year.
Someone might take a Baltimore just name value, but their defense really isn't that good anymore. Denver's defense is surprisingly pretty decent, although I don't know how well they're going to do versus Baltimore. It's actually not a terrible play. It's not a terrible play, but it's not something I would advise. Okay, the Ravens give up 4 points to fantasy defenses, so that's numbers don't lie. That's probably not a good play.
Okay, fair enough. And why the fuck isn't OJ? Why isn't Ole in? This is pissing me off. It's been like a whole half, and he still hasn't got
Your boy Epps just fumbled too. Cost me 2 points.
Oh, you're kidding.
Did he really? Lost it. Yeah, he lost a fumble. He does have 18 points so far.
He's like 5,000, and then this bum ass Desmond Patterson runs the touchdown in. Where the hell is Ole? I'm so pissed off. Anyways, I'm done complaining about that. Defenses, I'm thinking along the lines of Jets. I'd even think about playing the Browns. and because I think that game's just gonna be such a trash fest. And then Panthers, yeah.
There's it's $400. You could find somewhere, some way. It's too short.
You know what I could do? I could drop my boy Nugent to your boy McManus or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Then I can go get I might do that just to like earn your respect back.
Yeah, I mean, McManus, I'm saying he should have 9 to 10 points pretty easily, in my opinion.
I think Texans also kind of work against KC and Houston just because those Houston games, like in Houston, I feel like those games are always pretty tough.
And who knows what Alex Smith you're going to see. He might throw for 80 yards.
Yeah,
how Alex Smith operates sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately. Is that it? I mean, that's all we really got to say, right?
I mean, if I could draft J.J. Watt as a defense, I'd just take him instead. That's
that's what I would do too. That'd be tight.
Might line up a tight end for me once or twice
and get you a touchdown. Would you play Vikings defense against the Niners?
Ooh, that's actually a somewhat tricky play. I'd rather take the Jets though.
Yeah, I'll take.
I mean, a lot of people are talking about taking the Jets, so it can't be that bad of a play. But I know
a lot of people are talking about it. Yeah, I've been seeing that.
I don't see it, like, unless they got a touchdown. I don't see it being more than a 10-point play, really. That's probably where I would put it at. So I don't think it's a bad play, but I see Jacksonville the Panthers versus Jacksonville. That could easily snowball out of control.
Yeah.
400.
So let's just make a lineup. We'll start at Tyrod and then we'll just kind of interject people in. So let's get Tyrod Taylor in because I mean obviously we have to get Tyrod Taylor.
Not even a question at this point. Or we could play Tim Tebow. Shout out.
No, don't you dare shout him out on my fucking channel. No, I'm just kidding. You can shout out that tricep piece if you want. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, he's over here.
Probably just type Tyrod in the find player, and you might find him.
That would have been okay. So running back, I'll just go ahead and take Lacey. Who are you taking?
I'll take Stewart or Martin, either or here.
I'll take
For the
Martin.
sake of this, let's take Martin. Yeah, then you can really fill up at wide receiver. This gets real fun there.
So let's go ahead and throw Olson in. Let's throw in the guys that are for sure our people. So or unless you want to
Olson. Adams, Olson, and doesn't really matter for defense and kicker right now. You can just keep that blank. We can fill that in at the end.
Okay, where the hell is Ted in? Where's that game at? Very first game.
Just use the find player, man. Killing me.
No, I refuse. Okay. So it's 2 wide receivers. We'll pick one each. Who are you picking?
In the spot, you take it first. Oh, I figure we're probably both gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I'll take Odell.
Damn.
And that'll give you enough room to take Julio. Yeah.
We have 5K for kickers and defense.
Right.
Wow.
You might even be able to upgrade Doug Martin here. That's the scary thing.
Why is Connor Barth 5.1K?
Not playable.
Barth.
I'm not playing him. If I have Doug Martin at running back, I'm not playing Connor Barth.
Okay.
That's a negative. It'd be a negative play.
Let's take out Doug Martin. Maybe find another running back you like.
Take Stewart. 200 more. I'd rather take Stewart anyway.
Okay, kicker. Who are we taking? Crosby?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Crosby, they're all pretty good there. And the defense, I'm taking the Panthers.
And then that's the CG Cleveland lineup. That's what
you could even go 100 less on a kicker, and you could take Matt Forte if y'all want to too. So that's also an option.
You can?
Yeah, if you get a kicker. If you don't want Crosby, go to kicker.
Sorry.
And you can take we can take Matt Bryant. That's a decent play in the dome. Or Dan Bailey. Doesn't really matter. Either or, pretty interchangeable. And then you could take Matt Forte.
There we go. That's what it looks like we're rolling with. I'm not gonna roll this shit, but just for purposes of this video, But anyways, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. We'll leave your comments. Tell us what you think. If we sucked, feel free to express your opinion about that too.
Tweet at me at Cleveland God. Shout out.
If you guys really want to, if you guys want to troll us at @CGonzalez_16 at Cleveland God is I refuse to call you Hunter, so that's the other person in this, hangout. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the stream, and we're out of here. So go ahead and say your goodbyes.
See y'all later.